I'm high, yes. Really wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so.
Hey guys, I hope I'm live because that froze on my computer. Let me see. No. This stuff is opening on my computer. Hold on. Can y'all see me? Let me look on my phone. Hey. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Always got a cue here. Yes, okay. It froze on my computer, so I didn't know if it played or not. Okay. Y'all can see me. All right. Hey Marcella. If you guys are on Facebook, I don't know if I can see your messages. There is a link on the Facebook thing where you have to click so that will approve it. I'm good. Always got on the queue hat. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Y'all can see me. All right. Cool. It looks really bad on my phone though, and I'm freezing. Is this connected? Let me turn on my Wi-Fi. Let me see if it's better on my Wi-Fi. I wonder if that's better. No, that's freezing too. Okay, let me turn this off. That's freezing too. Okay, let me turn this off. All right. I hope it don't stay like this the entire time. What's going on, guys? So there's a few things I want to talk about tonight. Oh, I just got a new member. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. DT, this is my fave. You are my fave on the internet. I promise you are my fave because you understand my Juan Dixon. We see each other. It is a little delayed. I see that. I don't know why that's doing that. I think it's the weather's bad here, so it may be. What's up, Precious? Pisces. Oh, y'all. Pisces are just doing it for me right now. I'm sorry. It's blurry. I see. Hopefully it will change. I know that StreamYard was messing up earlier. My prince. I'm here. Okay, everybody's here. Again, thank you, DT, for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm trying to get through. You are kind of blurry. I see it. I'm looking at it from my phone, and I don't know why it's doing that. I think it's StreamYard is having a problem, but hopefully, Shrinking Sharon, that's my girl. That is my girl. Thank you so much for becoming a member too. Portia's perspective. I'm doing great. Thanks. This is one of my minds. What's going on? Queen Bee Heaux, so there. I'm a huge fan and I enjoy your channel and your point of view on a lot of topics, which more folks would act like at times. So I'm streaming from my podcast channel and this my channel and on my Facebook page. So I'll make sure I address and say hi to everyone because I don't know what channel you guys are on, but I definitely want to say hello to everyone. How do you become a member? I think you have to be on a computer to do the membership. I hate that this is this blurry. We're gonna work with it. So I want to talk about mirrors today. Oh, wait. Hey, so Devonair, I hope you're doing well, dear. Thanks for letting me become a member. And yes, Juan Dixon is your man. I'm so glad he's not here right now. So, yes. Yes, what was said. I know you from the podcast channel. Marriage ain't for the LGBT community. It's not an established created for same-sex relationships. We are conditioned to want certain things. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. And guys, don't read that as in a bad way. I got what you're saying. I did this one. YouTube. Yes. Okay. Hey, Marcella. Hey, how you doing? You are one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me when people say that, because I really try to be that. I absolutely try to be that. Sometimes it just does not come out because people are really mean on the internet. So, this blurriness is really bothering me, and I put all this stuff so I don't have to be blurred. But my phone dropped. Just look in the description. You can join. Okay, from your phone, from the description. Okay, thank you for that information, Sharon. So you can join from the description from your phone. Hey, handsome. Hey. It is so hard for me to take compliments, guys. I swear it is. I'm not even being funny. It's just, it's really, it makes me feel weird sometimes. Hold on, I'm trying to plug my phone up at the same time. Hopefully this clears up. Man, this looks horrible. And I can't even hear if you guys can hear me while this is freezing. It sounds like you can because my phone is all the way up. Can y'all hear me? Same time. Hopefully this clears up. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I'm gonna stop looking at my phone then. Man, this looks horrible. Okay. Wait, let me go back up because Marcella said y'all gonna make him cry. Y'all are for real. I'm being so serious. Hey God, it's Raven. Oh, it's okay. The most important thing is we can hear you. Okay. I hate that it looks bad though. Okay. I hate it. I bought all the stuff because it was bad at first and it looks really crazy. We can hear you. Okay. All right. So I got a letter from someone from my podcast channel. And yes, rest in peace, Biz Marquis. I was so sad when I saw that today. I feel like I wanted to, I feel like he was such a great person to be around. And so I really was sad when I saw that today on the internet. I was like in shock. So I got a letter from someone on my podcast channel, and I thought I would share this with both of the channels that I have because I think that I want to share my opinion on this, and I also want to hear what you guys think. Because people do know that I've been married. And so I want to talk about it, and it's about marriage. And I can't even hear if you guys can hear me. Turn it down. I want to talk about marriage and what that looks like for me now and what that looks like, period. My AirPods are going in and out too. This internet is so bad right now. And I don't understand why. Oh, turn this off. That's why. Turn that off. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I want to have a conversation with the subscribers, and see what you guys think about it. This keeps going in and out. So the letter says this. It says, you've spoken on your views of marriage based on your family and your own marriage. How did you define marriage and what it looked like then versus your definition and how it would look now? And I want to know in the chat, how do you guys define marriage for yourselves now? What does that look like for you? Do you think you want to be married or no? Do you think it's important for a relationship or no? I feel like this even stopped. Oh, I gotta say something. Thank you so much for the super chat. I saw there, thanks on the same page. Love. Thank you so much. Hell no. No? Okay. What else? Lay in the comment section. Like, what do you guys think? Is marriage something that you guys think is important in this time frame? And what does that mean for you guys? Hello, everyone. Yes, this is an important conversation to have about the vision on marriage. Absolutely. I'll never get married, not for me. Okay, okay. So while you guys are okay, wait. I think it's absolutely important. IDK, really? Okay. I'll tell you guys why marriage was important to me. And if you guys aren't from my podcast channel, this will be new for you guys. In my family, on my mom's side, all I seen actually, yeah, on my mom's side, all I seen was marriage. You know, I thought that was something that was very important to me. And really, Rick, we need to have a conversation. It was important to me because I seen the struggles and I've seen the things that my parents went through when it came to marriage. So it was important to me. Even with my mom has 6 sisters, and I never really seen divorce. You know, I never really seen the breakup of a marriage. Shrieking Sharon says, yes, marriage is important. So I value marriage a lot differently. You know, when I got into my marriage, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't make a mockery out of marriage because it was very important to me. DTC, having been on the organizing side on marriage, I instead began feeling like marriage becomes more of a financial burden. But I do believe somewhat marriage is important. I think that's important when people like pass away or something like that, because it financially people can't really take over the fact that your spouse passed. You know what I mean? Also, just with health insurance and things like that, it's important to me. Love Jones says, I look forward to being married again, and it's important to me. However, I think it's up to the couple as to whether or not they choose to get married. I absolutely agree with that. I do agree with that. What was said, if you view marriage as a contract that adds benefits to your life, then go ahead. But if you think it's the ultimate goal of love and relationships, run. I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That is very true, because that doesn't make someone stay because you got married. I love being married, even though it didn't work out for me. I want to get married again because that's all I've seen growing up. We hear. Was my mother, father being married until my father passed away. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, what's going on? Yes, marriage is important. They aren't supporting the common law marriages. That's a good conversation. Exactly. I don't want to be legally married. I don't think that's necessary, but I also feel like my husband will need to live in his own. Really? I cannot do this. This I cannot do. And I'll tell you why. My love language is quality time. I cannot not be in the same household as my partner. Hello again. I was in the other chat. Oh, it doesn't matter what chat you in. I can still see all of them. It doesn't matter. Unless you're on Facebook, unless you agree to the terms that are on there, it doesn't come up. I've not seen successful marriages that were healthy in my family or friends other than one couple. It's too much emotionally for me to handle. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I think that what we see in marriages define or help us define what we want out of a marriage. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Marriage works well when you truly like each other. When you truly like each other, I think, in combination with loving one another. That's very true. I definitely agree with that. I never saw marriage or successful couples growing up, mixed in the fact that I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why I'm wild and don't give a F. LOL. Okay, that was honest. I'm late and tired, but damn, I'm here. LOL. Hey Deb. Hey everyone. Hey, what's going on, boo? Definitely, I can see where you're coming from, and yes, my love language is also quality time. Yeah, that's why I cannot live in a separate place. Like, it won't work for me. Jaquez, it's important if both parties are in 50-50 to win. It cannot be 80-20. It will never work. I don't like the 80-20 thing. I think that we 100% both need to be in it to win it, because I'll give an example. When me and my ex were married, we were going through counseling, and I would do the work and he wouldn't. And so when we got to the counselor, there, I could give my part from the work that we were doing, but he couldn't give anything off based on top of his head because he never did the work that was asked to be done. So, and like I would try to sit down with him and do it together, but he didn't do it. So it drew a wedge for me, because I'm like, if I'm sitting here and doing this, then why are you not doing that? I didn't like it. Marcella, yes, marriage is important to me. It's a balance for me. I need a solid partner. I love it. Absolutely. I actually want to try it again. I like the fact that we are responsible with each other and being responsible for each other. And a lot of times I feel like I want my partner to understand the seriousness of the relationship. It's not, oh, whenever I feel like I can get up and go, that's it. And no, the marriage doesn't create that. But I feel like if we agree on being together, this is like just sealing the deal for us, saying, hey, I'm committed. The queen of cheesecake, I think having a great conversation and understanding of each other is one of the best things in a marriage. Absolutely. TC, quality time is very important. You're absolutely right, Deb. Yeah, and that's my love language. Like that speaks love to me. And so I'm one of my friends, I was talking to on the phone the other day. I realized that he gives a lot of compliments. And I asked him, I said, is your gift affirmation is my words of affirmation, Keisha E. Yes, this is what I'm about to actually talk about this. I'm gonna go back to the other message too. I realized that he was giving out a lot of compliments, and I said, is your love language words of affirmation? And he said, yeah. I was like, how do you know that? I said, because you give your love language out to people. A lot of times we give our love language out to other people thinking that that's how they receive love, when really that's not true. Everybody has their own love language. Now, unless my love language is words of affirmation, I can receive what you're saying, but if my love language isn't that, then it kind of gets mixed up, because it's like, I hear you, but that doesn't always give me love, but you're giving out what you want. Miss EBR, I believe my parents' marriage has worked as long as it has because they keep God first and keep everybody else out of their business, including us children. They truly have each other's backs. Absolutely. I think that's why I value marriage the way that I did, because even when my dad was having really, really bad times, my mom stood by him. And so I want that from someone. I want to have that type of relationship. I've been married. We've been through bad, good, and ugly. We've grown individually and together. I love communication is the key. Absolutely. I believe that as well. Gifts. I struggle with the gifts. I struggle with words of affirmation and gifts as a love language, because I felt like it wasn't genuine. Like if my partner and my ex love language was words of affirmation, I felt like if I didn't feel that way, for me to give the words of affirmation, it was me being fake. And so I struggled with that a lot. But I also learned later on that it doesn't always have to be like, you look good today, or, ooh, what you have on looks nice. It could just be, I love you. So I think that, I should have done my research on that so that I knew what's going on, bro. 100%. Absolutely. I thank you. That's how I feel. Chats with C. Been there, did that. Keep it. A lot of people enter into it for all the wrong reasons these days. I agree with that. Hey, nephew. Hey, what's going on? It didn't work for me, and my ex-husband wasn't equally yoked. I kind of hate the equally yoked thing, because I think that if you guys decide to be in a relationship, this is getting on my nerves because these AirPods are going in and out. I know my internet, something going on with the internet. I hate that, because I feel like two people who are, well, maybe, you know what? Tell me what you mean by equally yoked, and then I'll go back to that. Agreed 100% with Marcella. I'll rather have a commitment ceremony. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's difficult to date again after 20 years. Divorce is rough. Keisha, I definitely agree with this. My ex-husband was my first boyfriend. We were together for 10 years, so going back into the dating field was hard for me. It still is hard for me. I don't know how to do it. So I actually built my podcast, The Affairs of the Heart, because I didn't know how to. And I wanted to take people on the journey of me trying to date, so people can see what this looks like for me, and also to just get feedback from people who maybe are married or in relationships or who are dating, that see what I'm doing, and maybe I'm doing it wrong or right, whatever, however they feel. That's why I created the podcast, because I really wanted to go on a journey with people. Damien, we have a bad perception of what equally yoked is. Yes. And that's why I don't like that phrase. I feel like that's so, I think people take that the wrong way. I was naive entertaining my marriage, thought love could overcome his dysfunctional past. Wow. Okay. I think maybe I did that too. My ex family, they left, when things got hard, and I just never seen that. So when things got hard, it was time to soldier up, as Karen Huger would say. It's time to soldier up. And so I literally, when things got hard, I soldiered up for everything, because I'm like, this is what makes things get better for the relationship, when you can. Oh, Portia, thank you for being a member as well. I'm sorry, I know I passed that. I think this is when the relationship gets to start building, because you make it through hard things. And it doesn't have to be you cheating on me or anything, but anything hard is what makes you understand that, it's time to put in real work in this relationship. And every time we went through things, I got stronger, but then he didn't. And now I would say that would be equally yoked. You agree with Rick? Goddess, I was engaged and got cold feet. Loving the advice I'm hearing. Nice. That's what's up. Jennifer, love spew it. Okay, I like that name. My father always held money and financial assistance over mine. And wait, my father always held money and any financial assistance over mine and my mother's heads. I'm not comfortable accepting gifts from anyone. I need time to time and conversation in relationships. I think that communication is so big, and I think that we take communication for granted when we are in relationships, because if I don't know how to communicate with you, and however that looks for us, it does become really, really, really bad. And because I don't know how to communicate with you, and I mean, if you guys watched the video that I did with my ex, that was one of our problems. I was telling him something that he was not listening to. And I knew the thing that I could do for him to hear me was to post it on Facebook. And in hindsight, I don't regret that, because I know he still heard me. We still broke up after that, but he heard what I said though. So yeah, I agree with that. Essence 818, the theatrics of the big blow out wedding matters more to people these days than the actual foundation of marriage. Marriage is sacred, and that's being made so light these days. That's why I said if I get married again, I definitely want to be small again. I want it to be for me and my closest friends and family, people who have walked with me through this dating journey, and maybe my partner's family if that's what they want. But I don't want a big wedding. I want it to be as small as possible. I want it to be intimate, and I want it to be us making, our connection together. Shrinking Sharon, in marriage, I think marriage is important to say I'm sorry without the buts, because once you say but, you excuse everything you were sorry about. Keep the focus on you. That's very true. And actually what made me and my ex get peace was the love language website. They actually have apology love languages. And I realized what the disconnect was. He was a person who you can say I'm sorry to. I'm a person where you have to show me, like, there's an action that comes after the words I'm sorry. And if those actions don't meet with the words, then I can't receive that apology. So that's absolutely true. Hey Lisa, Damien, yes, they take it the wrong way. Absolutely. Equally yoked is made for each other, and one is not out for themselves. I agree. I still agree. Sassy 1965. It's too long for me to write in the chat. Oh, yeah, no. Inbox me on Instagram. Let's have a conversation because I want to hear what you were going to say. A lot of people got to learn not to base their marriage off of others, which is why relationship goals on social media is not good. You never know what couples are going through behind closed doors. That is so true. That's so true. Oh, Rick, I was in a relationship for 10 years and I'm so glad I didn't get married. Yeah. I could see why you say that. When you feel it's over, leave. Don't waste your precious time. That's easier said than that. Linda, my mother used to say those exact same things to me. Wait, my mother used to say those exact same things to me. Keep your kids and everyone else out of your marriage and it'll last. Just don't keep other women out of our marriage. So I bounced. People getting involved in your relationship, for me, it was horrible. It didn't work that well. And people were on one side or the other and not for us together. We had friends that were like that, but it didn't work that well because the people who were for us together, he just didn't want to hear what they were saying. You're my LOL bro. Oh, I think you meant little brother in my head because I relate to you a lot. LOL. I appreciate that, Queen B. Deanna, hey, so what's going on? Very true. Yes, sweet diva. Hello, everyone. Portia's perspective. I learned from my mom and dad to stay even though you shouldn't. I see it as a gift and a curse. Staying is good, but knowing when it's time to go is great. I often stay even though our time is up. I'm a perfect example of that. I actually left my marriage in the middle of the marriage, and he didn't even know I left. At the time, I was a flight attendant, and I got base. We were living in Maryland at the time, and I changed my base to Orlando. I moved all my stuff out and everything. And he just thought I left for a job, but I left for my own peace because I literally did not think that things were going well, and so I left. I couldn't do it. And then, years later, we talked about. He's like, I didn't know you had left. I thought we were still together, but we were still talking. I was out. So yeah, but I had peace when I left. Small is an intimate and better. Yep. It is. It takes a village who can identify with your process, who's been through the journey. The plan is different in a divorce. That's so true. That is so true. That's so true. All right. Words mean nothing without an action. Yes. And I cannot receive an apology if your actions don't say the same thing. It doesn't make sense to me. But for him, it was okay. Like if I said I'm sorry, he would be like, well, I'm just so glad that you apologized. I was like, you crazy. So Debonair, always love your content. Wishing you much success. Thank you so much, little boss lady. I don't know what that means, but all right. Linda, so true. A lot of great points being made. Loving the conversation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been wanting to talk about this for a very long time. I'm glad that the guy, I think his name is Jonas Bonus on Twitter. He actually wrote this for me specifically. So I wanted to share it on both of my channels so that I gave you guys some insight on things that I've been through and what it looks like for me. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute after the comments. Wait, I don't have IG or Facebook. Well, you can email me at sodebonairme.com. And I'll read it. I would love. I want to hear what you guys say. If I'm not happy, the whole house gonna be in shambles. I so understand this. Yeah, I used a job to get out too. Yep, I was out. So Deb, always love your content and wishing you much success. Thank you so much, little boss lady. Miss EBR. So what do you think when you hear people say marriage for financial security because the love will come later? I don't believe in that. I don't. For me to even want to be in a relationship with someone, my heart has to be in tune with my brain. Like, I can never get into a relationship financially. Someone actually just said something like this to me about wanting to date me. I'm like, I don't care about no money. Um, and I think that the other thing, to switch it around, people say love is not enough. And I always say this, to me, God is love. So if God is not enough, then how in the hell are we having a relationship? I don't understand that. Um, I would love to have financial security, but we have to be able to work as a team. We can build the finances together. We cannot build the love if one of us love each other and the other person doesn't. That doesn't make sense to me. Please like, subscribe, yes, please, and become a member. Please, guys, I would really appreciate it. Keisha E, my family wanted me to stay. I needed to go. They didn't speak to me for a while because they do not believe in divorce. Okay, let me tell you something. I can actually talk about this. Through me and my ex breaking up, I didn't have anybody to talk to at all. It was really, really hard because I went through that by myself. My best friend is actually the person who helped me get through my breakup with my ex. Without him, I don't know how I would have even still been here. I was so depressed. I lost so much weight. I moved out with a person who was very toxic at the same time that I was renting a room from. I just needed to get out of it. And my family they couldn't really help me because they hadn't been through it. So it was really hard. It was extremely hard. So I understand that. The queen of cheesecake. I always believe that if too many hands are in the pot, someone will always get burned. And it goes for marriages too. That's so, so true. I agree, nephew. Okay. Surprisingly, it wasn't my grandparents who encouraged me not to stay in an unhappy marriage. They told me times had changed, and as a woman who could take care of herself, I didn't have to put up with it. I think that a lot of times, some of our grandparents went through things, and they knew they should have left, and they are able to give advice, which is why I have my podcast again, because a lot of things that I went through, I didn't have to go through. And so I want to help, especially young gay guys, not deal with stuff that they don't have to deal with. You know, the guy who actually wrote this question, he's 23. And I want to be in my age of 37 to say, please don't make these mistakes. Yes, I learned a lot, and some of it was fun while it was happening, but it was damaging after it was over. So yeah, I definitely agree. Goddess Raven, same. My happiness matters, and I would have left the same way. For real, I'm telling y'all, it was the best decision I ever made. Yes, Rick. That's why most people got married out of financial security, especially back in the day. Yeah, because I think at some point, women didn't really have a lot of rights until they got married to a man. So yeah, I think that's very true. Keisha E, yes, I met a lady in the grocery store and she emotionally helped me. You would be surprised where you get the biggest help from. Wait, put into me. Yeah. Okay, that was the rest of what you were saying. Marriage is about God, communication, love, trust, honesty, positivity, growth, unity, strength. You have got to be on one accord. I'm like so debonair. You have to show me better than you can tell me. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because being in a marriage with someone who is not trying is like being in a relationship by yourself. And I think, and I describe what I was going through as an emotional jail. It was like emotionally, you're not here, you're not present, and I don't know how to deal with this because I'm very in tune with my emotions. I'm very in tune with how I feel. I'm very in tune with a lot of things. And for you not to be able to communicate with me and see me like emotionally was jail for me. It was like you have me trapped because I don't want to leave. I want to try to keep the relationship, but I also know that this is not good. Rick, okay, I wish a lot of young gays will get educated about this life. Absolutely. I so agree. It's not all rainbows and unicorns like they make it seem. It's not. Portia's perspective, it's a hopeless feeling. It is. It makes you feel like, and I'm telling you, this is where some people start looking at suicide for real because it's so draining because you emotionally are trapped. You're not even really trapped, but in your mind, you are stuck in the situation that you wish you could get out of, and you just can't because they have you stuck in the situation. And physically, you want to leave, but emotionally, you cannot get out of it. Goddess Raven show. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure y'all follow Goddess Raven. She has an amazing, amazing, amazing channel, and I love her so much. Shannon Tanum, do you feel that your experience has caused you not to jump into another relationship? It did for me. I'm happily single. Yes, very much so. I've really taken my time, and I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was telling her that I created boundaries around myself because literally I cannot go back into another relationship and I feel like I'm wasting my time. Once I got out of it and I was able to look back, the biggest part for me was I felt like I wasted 10 years of my life. I was into broadcasting at the time. There was so much ahead of me, but this relationship took me to a different place. And I lost out on a lot, which is why, I wanted to get into YouTube because broadcasting has changed these days. But it has definitely made me look at relationships a lot differently. It's made me not jump full-fledged into things. There's somebody that I was recently dating, and he ghosts me every single time. It's like we have a great time when he's around, but when he leaves, it's like nothing. And in my head, I want to go on to social media and destroy him, but my heart won't let me do it because I hate being ghosted. I don't think that it's healthy. I think that it's rude. Like, just say why you do the things that you're doing. If you just want to hang out, just tell me. I don't mind hanging out with you, but don't use people. That's horrible. And that has helped me not get in a relationship even more because every single time that we talk, it's great. I even have issues with people being intimidated with my past relationship because they feel like, well, he's around and things like that, but he's no threat to you because if he was, I would have got rid of him a long time ago. But that's something to me. It's just like he is my safety net for me. Like if something happens to me until I get to a relationship, I know I can call him and he's going to be there for me regardless. I think I said on my podcast the other day, if my ass is itching, he will literally fly here and scratch it for me. So that's something, that's my safety net. We've been through a lot and I don't ever want to cause a division in that unless my real partner that I get has a problem with it. But, I gotta get a real partner first. So yeah, I definitely do. And it did for me. Okay, yeah, I feel like I'm happily single though. I want a relationship for real. Keisha E, you feel trapped like the doors are. Yes, I'm telling you, that's so true. Teresa, I hear you say you're very in tune with you. We have to be in tune with the other person as well. No, I agree with you on that. But you also have to know how to give yourself to that other person. Because if I'm not in tune with me, how can you be in tune with me? Because I don't even know me. Portia's perspective, I also hate giving up, so I continue trying for that reason as well. I did my last relationship. I won't do it again. Nope, won't do it. Can't do it. Never again. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I love you too, guys. Raven. You're my boo. I'm single, but I will marry again. True love, you will feel balanced. Yeah, absolutely. When my ex-husband left because he thought the grass was greener on the other side because he didn't want to try or even want it to work. I love him enough to let him go, and plus I helped him pack. I kind of dropped some knowledge on my video with him, my ex, because I literally had secretly packed my things to go, and he ended up going through my phone and found out that I was leaving, and then he really got mad. But I was gone, and so I think that's what really he was like. Damn, you going to just secretly leave and not tell me? He was pissed off about it, but I didn't give a damn. I was out. What are your requirements in a relationship? Communication. Talk to me. Again, I don't think it's a 50-50 thing. It has to be 100% on both sides, because to me, if we're not giving everything in the relationship, it cannot work. 50-50 means you're halfway in and you're halfway out to me. That's my personal opinion. And I will not receive or accept anything else. So Communication and loyalty to me. Your loyalty has to be with me regardless. It does not matter. If we're deciding to break up, lose your loyalty after that. But if you are not can't communicate, you can't be loyal to me, and you can't give me 100%, we're not doing it at all. Essence 818, pour strength into weakness from one to the other and vice versa is how the energy should flow, like an infinity symbol between the two. When one is pouring in and not being replenished, it's a problem. Yes, and we don't have to pour into each other all the time, because we should be at 100% at some time together when we're in this relationship. But yes, if you feel like I'm at 50%, I need you to pour into me to get me back to 100%. That's what you should do in a relationship for each other, because it should mean something to you. If I'm not 100%, we're not good. Never stay in a marriage or relationship because of the kids. Oh, please. Yes, this is very good. That only makes things worse for the kids feeling that energy. Yes, so I don't have any kids, but I have seen that with a lot of women that I know. One girl I know, well, I don't know it's her business, but yeah, I agree with this. From our conversation earlier, this is so helpful. Thank you. Yes, and me and you, we be going in on our conversations. So and I know what you're talking about. So yeah, I got you. I packed the whole damn house when he went to work. Listen, I packed my stuff up overnight because I think he had left to stay to somebody's house that night. And that was really the straw that broke the camel's back. You ain't spending the night at somebody's house since we're married. So I packed all my stuff, and I took all my stuff to work. And because I don't think that he thought I was leaving, even though he's seen the messages. I packed my stuff in the middle of the nighttime. I mean, I stayed up all, and I was so tired at work that day, but I was out. So I understand that. So true, 50-50 does not work. It doesn't. And I hate that 80-20 rule that Tyler Perry was spreading around to women and men in relationships is bullshit. It's not no 80-20. I need 100% from you, regardless. Period. And if I can't get it, then we're not doing it. Rose gold butterfly with Alfie. I don't even know what that is, but hopefully I said it right. There is a time for everything. Relationships are always purposeful, but the difficult part, in my opinion, is the expiration date, yes, of the relationship or the additional boundaries set moving forward. I can so agree with that. I can so agree with that. That's so true. That's so true. I think the expiration date is hard though, because it's hard to say that, especially when your heart is involved in something. It's hard to see the expiration date because you don't want it to be over. You want to fix it. You want to make it better. I think, and because it was my first relationship, I think I was like super like, I don't want to end it. Now I like, if it's not going great, I cannot do it. That's I saw it with that statement. Thank you for that. Yes, I did the same thing, nephew. I'm afraid, don't trust. It's been 9 years, still waiting for a person who really deserves me. I'm not going to settle. I so agree with that. I'm going on 6 years now. I've tried to date. It just hasn't really worked out that well for me. So I'm cool with being single, I guess. Super chat or cash app. So debonair. Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. If you guys want my cash app, it's right here. It's my cash app. What's the other comments from CNN? Bismarcky, just a friend, rapper died. Yeah, we just talked about this a little bit earlier. Hi there from Denver. Hey, what's going on from Denver? I've never been there before. I want to try that though. I want to try. That's somewhere I actually want to visit. Queen B, I totally agree. My parents should have divorced before they did. I think it damaged me worse than they stayed together as long as they did. Yeah. I have a friend who says this all the time, which is really, really crazy. Because I feel like that's scary to say, right? And not because, not from something like I know from my personal life, but I feel like that's so scary to say because it's my parents. But I can see that one of my friends' mother says that to her husband now, but they're still together. So, wait, where am I at? Thanks, chat, for the likes and the support. Yes, thank you guys for that. I read this. Hi from Denver. Totally agree. My parents are divorced. I read this. Hello, everyone. He has argued at the courthouse and in front of judges laughing now. Let me take this down. Hold on. Comments. Marriage is a business that includes love. It's a contract. If one partner is showing up every day, ready to sustain the business, and the other was on vacation and collecting checks, no. You know what? I always hated the saying that marriage is a business until I just read this. That's so true. That's very true. That's so true. I can so get down with that. Another problem is trying to live up to the expectations of others. So many people told me I was lucky and didn't have a clue what was going on behind closed doors. You know what? I can definitely see this as well. Because my ex was a pastor, a lot of people feel like I should not be dating him because they were more in the church than I was, even though I've been to church my entire life, and most of them didn't even know me. So I had to fight that battle along with this marriage. And I kind of hated it. All kind of turned me away from wanting to be around the actual, like, real deep church people, because they were really horrible to me when we were dating and when we were married. But I don't think it ever made me feel like that after we got married. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Jaquez, I got through it with the grace of God. When he left, he found himself in a shelter, etc. We are still friends. I still go to his father's church, and I'm okay with that. I'm still praying, but not rushing. Okay, I can see that. And I don't know if I can go to his mom's church because his mom does ministry, but I don't know if I can do that. I totally agree. Marriage is hard. It is hard. It's very hard. But if two people are in it, it's hard, but it's worth it. A lot of young people need to realize getting with someone is the easy part. Staying with that person is a job. Yes, that is so true. That's so true. I couldn't agree with you more than this. That is so true. They like the cute pictures, the relationship goals, and the trips, but when them bills hit or when hard times come, that all that goes out the window. Ain't no trips, ain't no cute pictures, and none of it. There's a picture that me and my ex had on the internet. I thought it was one of the best pictures that we ever had. We were going through so much at that time. And only thing I see in that picture is hurt, but it was a really cute picture though. This is my life to Teresa, you have to understand that parents are learning to work through their issues. Absolutely. They don't arrive at the wedding perfect. That's true. That's true. I understand that. Sassy 1965. The day we got married we was arguing at the courthouse in front of the judge. No, why? Wow. This is good. Okay, I'm glad that y'all liking it. Living the moment. I hung in my marriage 28 years till death did we part, because that's what we were taught. Looking back, it was the worst thing I could have done for myself and children. I can so agree with this and relate to this. Had my ex not been pushing me out, I probably would have stayed. I probably would have stayed. The best thing that I did do was leave. And it also created a different type of relationship for me and him, where we were able to forgive each other for the things that we've done to each other. I could not imagine what it would be like if we were still together. I couldn't imagine that. He was curious of why I wanted to keep his last name. I told him I paid for it. My blood, sweat, and tears is on that name, period. Oh, okay. I can see that. I honestly never wanted to get married again. I've had a boyfriend, baby daddy, ex-husband, even a sugar daddy, a mentor, boyfriend, never a partner. And at this point, I just don't have the energy to invest myself. I could see why you would be there. I could see that. How do you know if you're going through a rough spot versus knowing if you should leave. To me, it was the repetitive of the things of going on in the relationship. Um, there was things that just kept happening over and over and over again. There was so many different solutions that could have happened between me and him. And it still was just like, it didn't matter whether it could be good, even in that kind of space. It just still kept happening. And I think on the inside, you just know, like, I can't take this no more. Like when you're done, and when I did the letter to my younger self, and I talked about the song "Sister Friend" that Faith Evans has on the R&B Divas album. I remember hearing, I think it was Kiki Wyatt saying, "I'm tired," and it resonated with me so much. Like I really, literally, my body just kind of like went limp. Like you are just tired. You don't want to do it no more. You can't handle it no more. It's I think that's when you know that it's time to go. Being addicted to being in love makes leaving so difficult. Being addicted to being in love makes it so difficult. So I had to be because angry to walk. So I had to because angry to walk away and goes to move on. Oh, I understand that too. I understand that part. I'm really enjoying all your content. Thank you so much. I'm trying, y'all. Not worth your peace of mind. If someone leaves, let them. Yep, that's very true. Even though that's hard, that's easy to say and hard to do. Sharon Tatum, that's exactly how I felt when I was married. My family and friends used to say that to me all the time, not knowing I was hiding black. Oh, wow. And broken bones and bruises. Wow, wow, wow. I'm glad you got out of that. Jacqueline Parker, thank you for becoming a member to my channel. I so appreciate that. Thank you. The inner child, yeah. Listen to him or her, listen to him. That till death do us part leaves some feelings dead and torn apart. And you also have to realize till death do us part can be mentally you're dead. It doesn't have to be physically you're dead. Mentally, you could be dead. Emotionally, you could be dead. It doesn't have to be physically the person is dead. So always think about that. It doesn't have to be physically dead. Hey again, and thank you so much again for becoming a member to my channel. You can't. Abuse is a deal breaker. Listen, I'm out. No, I'm out. I agree. Portion's perspective. Yep, that's my boo. There are signs of abusive behavior before you say I do. It is, but sometimes you don't look at it like that, and you have to. I don't even know how to get around that. Sometimes you just don't. You may see it, but you put it to the back. And it's not always physical abuse. Sometimes it's verbal abuse. He covered them up with diamonds and cars and trips and brunch of materialistic bullshit. I stayed longer than I wanted to for my daughter and bonus son, but after a while, I couldn't take it anymore and chose me. Again, I'm so happy you got out of that. I will be celebrating 10 years of marriage in August the 8th. Me and my partner have been going to marriage counseling after our honeymoon to learn each other's likes, dislikes. It helps us a lot. I'm very happy. That's dope. That is so dope. I wish that we would have started marriage counseling and continue to do that after we got married. But, you know, we live and we learn. And a lot of times, I think coming from my age, counseling wasn't something that you did because it felt like there was a problem or you were handicapped or you couldn't really do something and it was frowned upon. But now we are in an age where yes, counseling and therapy is very huge, and I'm so glad that we're in that space. So kudos to you and your husband. Kudos to you guys. I heard a friend say divorced men are better men because they learn from their first marriage. I hope that's true. I haven't found one, but I hope that's true. I'm going through well, wait a minute now. Let's go back because I feel like it's a different story. But yes, okay. I'm going through a divorce now. It's ugly, but I had to love myself first. I was giving him everything, and I did not know what he was. He was a narcissistic. And later in our marriage, he became vile. Whoa, wow. Again, I'm glad you got out of it. Choose you. Thank you for caring and sharing. No problem. That was a lot. So I thank you for caring and sharing. Don't marry if there are red flags. Pray about it first. Sometimes the red flags are not what makes you not get married, though. That's the thing. You don't look at it as that. You like this because sometimes mistakes happen. You have to know that, but also mistakes are red flags. Sometimes we don't look at them that way. You're hitting on some excellent points. Thank you. Both people must go into a marriage prepared to give what you don't expect or need. If I have walnuts and you have apples, I need nutcracker. You need a knife. Don't pass me a knife. I don't pass you a nutcracker. Okay, okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm gonna have to repost that on my Facebook. This is a really good conversation, and I love it. Thank you so much. Broken spirit. I know that's what you meant. Let's go back to DT. Davis, yes, a lot of people have forgotten the power of prayer and how that can influence strongly a decision that is being made. And let me say this. I agree with you, but you also have to understand the power of God. He's put tools on this earth for you. You need to get a therapist. You need to go to counseling. He's put this here for you. Prayer is sometimes your prayer is answered by going to that counselor or that therapist for help. And sometimes it will help you get out. Sometimes it'll help you stay. But you have to use the tools that he's giving you. Essence 818, we often give what we want and not what the other person needs. And ego is blinding like a mofo. Both must listen with their desire to understand, not to hear. And that's what I was saying earlier about the love languages, for the apology one and for the actual love language. Sometimes we give off our love language to our partner, and that's not our partner's love language. So you're not expressing love to your partner. You're expressing your love language to them, and they're not feeling love. So you have to be very cautious of that. With the apology one, sometimes you have to understand how a person needs to hear "I'm sorry" to make things better. So I agree with that. It says, pray to God before you say "I do," for all truths to be revealed before you marry, and go to marriage counseling. Seriously. I realized after many years I have attracted the same personality narcissism for many years. So I'm working on why, because I am the common denominator. That's big of you to say that you understand that you're doing that. That's big. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. And that's dope that you're able to do that. Definitely you spoke wisdom today. Absolutely. And that was to Miss Essence 818. So that Mary, you got a real deal dope gift of discernment and the ability to know if things are not right before the worst happens. You definitely use the gifts often, probably during your marriage too. I don't think that I did during my marriage because I stayed way longer than I should have. And I can say that because we've had that conversation. I stayed way longer than I should have because of what I was taught growing up. I just thought that you can work anything out. But again, like I said, you have to have two people who are willing to work things out. So yeah, y'all are killing it in the comments right now. Being honest with myself, there are areas where I accept accountability for my actions and reactions in situations. Definitely. I tell people I'm not bitter. I am learned, and I learned that I'm not willing to gamble anymore. That's what's up. And that's from the response to the other thing. You can grieve about the loss. Yes, you can sometimes, and let yourself grieve and let it take however long it needs to take. Don't let anybody rush you to grieve that relationship. Be careful of religion counseling. This is why I keep saying also do the therapy or the counseling. That is so true. Sometimes it can be very judgmental and biased. Seek out trained professionals. Speaking from experience, that is so true, Sharon Tatum. That is so true. You have to really learn and know the person you're dealing with. You can't communicate with everybody the same way. You have to meet people where they're at if you want to be heard. That's true, but you also, if you are meeting them where they're at, if they're somewhere where it's not going to be beneficial for you, get out. It can be mentally it can be mentally abuse. It's draining when you feel in a marriage all alone. I asked for counseling. He didn't want it first. Then he wanted it when he moved to another state. Nope, it wasn't too late. Nope, it was too late. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. I so agree with that. Please like, subscribe. Yep. Please do all this stuff. Portia, thank you so much for that. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you guys are watching late, please comment and let me know what you guys think of this conversation. I just feel my past relationship has prepared me for something better. And that's a great way to look at it, for real. I feel like that. This is why I don't settle for nothing. I'm very proactive in my dating life. If there's red flags in the beginning, I'm out. I cannot do it. And communication is one of the things that people cannot do at this point. It's like once you get my attention, then you stop communicating, and I can't do it. So that's very true. Yes, ma'am, to Shannon Tatum. Great topic and conversation. Absolutely. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If y'all want to come up, copy the clipboard. Because I know my internet is still messing up. Did it go? Oh, wait. Oh, this is coming from my Affairs of the Heart thing. Oh, okay. No, it's on both. Pin message. Yeah, so I just dropped the link. If you guys want to come up and talk, that's totally cool. Because you guys have a lot of good input on what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me go on my other page and pin it too. Oh, dang, I gotta log in. Give me 1 second, guys, so I can log into my other page and pin this. All right, so I dropped the link for you guys if you guys want to come up and have this conversation. I'm gonna go back up to the comments where I left off at. And let me go back to my other page. Hold on. Okay. All right. Teresa, sometimes we are so sheltered in our childhood that you don't see the sign. There used to be a saying, men should marry a church girl. It made it easy for the man to take advantage of the woman. Yo, that's real shit. And I'm glad that we've destroyed that narrative because, first of all, I'm a PK. I've been through a lot. And I feel like I want to give my heart out so bad that I did do that. Even though the situation that we were in, we probably should have just been friends. Because we're both learning what it looked like for us as in a relationship. And I'm not mad about the relationship. But I do think that we should have been friends a little bit long before we started dating. So I definitely agree with that. And church people are not always the best people. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of hurt comes from the church. So I definitely agree with that. DT definitely so debonair counseling and therapy is helping me to personally. So I also concur with what you're saying regarding counseling and therapy. Yeah. All right, we got somebody. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, I'm put my hair pads in. Hold on. Hey, what's going on? And you gotta turn that down in the back because I can hear the feedback.
Okay.
You want to turn that down?
I just want to say that this content tonight is wonderful and much needed.
Thank you.
So many times we get advice from, family members and friends, and they don't all the time have our best interests in heart. So It's good to hear, the comments of people who don't know you and can offer just an honest opinion. So thank you for that.
No problem. I'm trying to do my best that I can do with helping with things that I've been through, because I understand that, I didn't get the best advice all the time. And a lot of counseling that I got was church counseling. It wasn't real counseling until towards the end, but it was already too late.
Same here. That's the kind of counseling I got, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So, especially when you're a woman and you go to, a male pastor who pretty much feels that women have a place, in the relationship, and they really don't have an opinion. And that's the type of counseling, we received. So of course it didn't work. So
yeah. And when I was going through my counseling, my ex was a pastor, so it was like bias. And then the person who was giving him advice was going through a lot in his marriage as well. And he was actually going through a divorce with his wife. And so it was like nothing was working for us. And now, because you're getting this advice, it just tore everything apart.
I totally understand. Understand. So thanks again for this. I really, really, really love it. You're doing great things.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right. Miss Davis, I prayed about someone I thought I wanted to marry, and God sent me signs and signals to not marry that person. I am now married to the man God said I should be with. Ex is divorced again. Wow, that's good. That's good. That's good. And again, I'm not saying that praying is it's bad, but I'm saying if you're going through a situation and getting church counseling and it's not working, sometimes it is bias, and you have to determine what you're getting from someone. When you go to a counselor, you should vet the counselor like you are dating someone, making sure that it's beneficial to your situation, because a lot of times people go they counsel based off of their experience and not actually helping you. So absolutely, I so agree with what you said, and I'm glad that worked out for you. Linda said to Sharon, now that's so very true, because my aunt is a pastor and counselor for our family church, and when I was married, she counseled us, and the crazy part, she knew it all and told me to stay. Wow. So Deb, you are a rare breed, because Virgos get on my damn nerves. But you cool though. You cool. I feel attacked. All right, I thank you for that. I suggest to pray and ask before the marriage. Ask permission if this is the person choosing for you. Okay. Divorce can be like a death in the family. I feel like it is a death in the family. You grieve that thing, especially if you were invested in it. Absolutely. It's never too late to get therapy to get to the root of why you pick the same type of partner. That's very true, Jennifer. And I love this name, by the way. Every time I read it, I love it. I picked physically and abusive men for a long time. Therapy helped me understand why. Okay. I love that. Yes, Shannon. Oh, Shannon, you dropping jewels in the chat. Pray is important, but professionals are gifts from God too. Those folks up in the pulpit be in panties later than Essence, behave. Miss Davis, yes, that is what I was trying to say. So amen. So hey, what's going on? Poetic versus a virtue. What's going on? I'm tuning in late, but glad I made it to this live. Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you, Miss Keisha E. Y'all, I dropped the link, so if y'all want to come up here, y'all are absolutely welcome. Essence 818, I agree. My gambling days are over. I trust myself and say yes or no. I trust my instincts. Definitely. There goes the link. Jaquez, you have to be face to face in counseling, not in another state. Nobody deserves all these excuses for not wanting counseling. Learn also, money is the common denominator in a marriage. Go to counseling. Absolutely. And you know you my girl, so you know how that goes. Folks don't court and learn about each other before they begin. That's very true. I think because of the internet, like it's so fast, it's instant. So they don't get time. A book about codependent. I'm a victim. Not a victim, but I am. I did that basically, is what I'm trying to say. Once you learn to love yourself, you will never settle for less. That's the lesson I've learned. That's very true. Thank you for the super chat, Cynthia Gibson. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This topic is an answer to my prayers. I wanted to start having this discussion with a male, and you are having it. Thank you so much. Cool beans. I'm so glad. Amen to that. Is it Kamalojo? I don't know. I hope I said it right. People don't date court anymore. It's like they this my boo. I'm pregnant. That's your mama's first name. Worship, great book. Codependent, no more. Okay. My mother used to get on our behinds about dating. Stop calling this knucklehead your boyfriend. Date while you are young, and dating doesn't mean sex. Yes, and I don't think I dated a lot when I was young, so that makes sense. That's so true. It's pixelated. It's only my no. I know. Some reason it's the StreamYard is messing up, and I don't know why. We all need counseling and therapy, absolutely, in or out of a relationship. That is so true. I agree. Nothing wrong with talking with someone. Nope, not at all. Marcella. We got Keisha. What's going on, Keisha?
Okay, my hair is wet. This is wash day.
You look good, girl. You look good.
Okay, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I don't know. You guys are so amazing. Wait a minute, I'm just turning all around. I'm nervous. Okay?
You good.
It's wash day. I know my son probably hungry, but I'm just saying to anyone that feel like they can't take it, you have to get out because you're only hurting yourself. And I think we know before it's over when it's over. Look at my hair. I look a hot freaking mess, but I'm still cute.
You look good, girl.
I know. Good. Thank you. You can have something. But at any rate, I'm just playing. But I'm playing, but I'm serious because I know I'm cute. I'm real cute. But anyway, I just
you better know it. You better know it.
You have to. If you don't trust yourself and your own judgment, you're never going to be good to anyone. And then it gives you this confidence and this spirit of discernment, and it just enhances it. Yeah. It doesn't get better. I mean, it won't hurt always. You're going to have your moments, but the good is going to outweigh the bad. And as long as you keep focusing on those moments, you're going to miss the people that are placed in front of you. Because my next husband, I already know what he's going to smell like when he walks past me.
Okay, go.
That's how confident I am.
Come on now. I love that. I love that.
So I'm going to know that he's the one because when he walks past me, that smell is going to be like, he should go back. That's your husband.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yep. But I just wanted to hop on and say
I need to find out what mine is gonna smell like.
You guys need to know. It all came along with my journey. I write every night. I journal. I go for my little power walks. I just do things for me because I've lived so many years of my life for everyone else. Yeah. You know, my mother, my sister, just making everybody else happy. And then when I look back, I'm like, I'm smiling, but I'm not. These are not authentic smiles, like not authentic happiness. Yeah. And I wasn't present like I wanted to be in the world. Yeah. So once I did the work.
That's hard to know that you're not present in the world. I think the first thing that I did after I got out of my marriage was I need to get back to me. And for me, I was doing radio stuff before, so I went to some ghetto radio station and I started doing my radio show from there. But I knew I needed to find who I was again. So I so agree with that.
And it when you walk through it, you're gonna like I even went back to I'm from the city, but every summer we got sent down to the South. So I just went back even down to my childhood. And I just dug up everything, just like how would I feel when we would get sent away for the summers? Why is it that my family do not believe in divorce? I'm the only one in my family that's went through a divorce. My sister's been with her husband over so many years. My aunt, I'm the only one. So it's not like no one can really identify with that type of pain. Yeah. It's different. It's a different type of pain.
And it's hard to have to go through that by yourself. Because even though they may try to give you advice, they don't understand it.
Right.
And I remember walking that walk by myself. And like I said, if it wasn't my best friend at that time, I don't even know if I would still be here, because it was so depressing. It was so sad. I was like waking up in the morning time and having dreams like, where is he at? It was hard.
But I mean, even after a few years, it's still hard. It can be, just because it's been 8 years doesn't mean it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
So you can be with your next partner, but still think about your first one.
Yeah.
You just have to keep affirming, that you trust yourself, that you made the right decision. And that I believe in God, that God spoke to me and told me, yes, this is the one. I'm going to ask him all the way until I say I do. God, did you pick him for me? Because I didn't ask permission the last time. It's like we asked for permission for everything else. Why didn't I ask him for permission when it came to my husband?
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I actually did.
Oh, okay.
I actually did. I said, if this is right for me, because this was my first boyfriend I ever had. I said, if it's right for me, let it happen. And again, I think that our relationship was a learning lesson for me. I don't know if it lasted longer than it should have. But what I do know is that I gained one of the best friends in the world I ever had.
That's excellent feeling. But see, that was your lesson. That was what you were supposed to learn. Yeah. And it made you appreciate him.
Yeah. Real quick, let me shout out Shannon Tatum. Thank you for the Cash App. And thank you, Portia, for telling me to do this, because I did not even see my Cash App. And also, Jaquez, thank you for just being me. Thank you so much for the Cash Apps.
Yeah, I just think that was just that was your journey for you all to be best friends.
Yeah.
Everyone's placed in our life for a reason. We just have to ask or seek why. Why are you here?
Yeah.
And then get into
maybe the question that I asked God, I didn't ask the right question, because I mean, again, our relationship has been through so many things, but I know the first person, if I'm in anything, if I'm in a hospital, I mean, I would call my family, because my family will be there, but I know he will be here. Like if something's going on, he will fly from wherever he's at to be here.
But see, different people show up different ways. So he can show up for you a different way than your family can. Yeah. So, it just made you have that much. But we just want to hear a yes. Sometimes we don't hear the right yes. So we just we heard him say yes. Okay, this is the one, I'm going for it. Yeah. But, I married my high school sweetheart. And then I realized as I got older, we've turned to different pages. Yeah. You're not who I thought you would be. He's an excellent father. We're just not right for each other. Right. And you have to learn to accept those type of things. You met for a reason. The reason has been met. So now what? Yeah, I mean, I can never say he's not excellent father. He's just not the husband for me. Yeah. I won't hold. Oh, somebody's coming on. Yeah. Pretty. Hi. Look at that skin. Hi, how are you? I know, right? It's glowing and everything. Beautiful. It's glowing and everything. You're welcome.
Thank you. But I just want to say I am somebody's wife. I am. Okay. I haven't been married yet. I'm 45. I've been single for 6 years. But I can say I have a lot of issues myself. Like I've always been like, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that, and da 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 da, but never once really took a look at my flaws. So like right now, I'm in the process of trying to get like myself together, because I have some issues, and I know I can. Even though I am submissive, and I know that I am somebody's wife because I am submissive, but I also have other things that I need to work on.
And that's when he will come. Because if he comes in where you're broken, you're going to bring all of that into your marriage, and you're going to end up right in divorce court.
But what's also awesome is that you're able to say that. We're not perfect people. You're never going to be a perfect person, right? But it's awesome for you to be able to identify what your flaws are, because it lets you walk into someone else's life and be authentic when it actually happens for you. So I love the fact that you told your age, you told that you are somebody's wife. Those are empowering things you should tell yourself every day, because that's something that you personally want.
Oh yeah, I'm getting my husband before I get out of here. I'm getting a husband.
Listen, I'm rooting for that too. I'm rooting for it.
In order to grow and evolve, like you have to have self-awareness about any of those flaws, or else you're going to stay at the same place. Like you're not going to grow. Like, and I've been through a whole lot, postpartum, everything. So when I tell you, like mentally, I've came a long way. I've learned a whole lot about myself, and like
but look how beautiful good. You are. So that tells me you learned along the way, because it didn't take away from your beauty. You wouldn't know that.
Thank
you. People that lived a hard, rough life, they won't look as beautiful as
thank you.
Pretty.
But it's crazy because even thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, but it's crazy because even like when I was going through stuff, like people would never know, because I smile a lot. Like I smile a lot. I stay smiling. People are like, girl, you goofy. I said, you always smiling, but I don't know. I just love to smile because that helps keep little like some type of happiness.
You had to smile through the pain. That's all. You wasn't gonna let it defeat you, because if it would have, you wouldn't have.
Real quick, y'all, let me shout out Rick Earth for becoming a member of my channel. Thank you so much. And Rick, you know, that's my boy. And also Dulcinea, thank you for becoming a member to my channel. I so appreciate this stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell you guys what I have coming on this channel is going to be amazing. These are the conversations that I want to have, you know, because I feel like God let me go through these things so I can help people, you know. It's so many people out here who can't have this type of conversation, and to just see both of you guys up here and like giving your experience, even in the chat, all the experiences that everybody has had and people saying that this is helpful is amazing to me, because my mom always said, you know, God going to use you and things like this. Who would have thought it would be on YouTube though? You know, I think she thought it was gonna be a pastor, y'all. But I can't. You know.
But you are, because you're supposed to touch the people in the street. You're not supposed to do all the worship in the house.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick, because that's always what I said. I said, Mom, I can't be in four walls. I can't. I need to be outside, because I got the lesson. I got what God gave me, but I need to give this to other people. And so I'm thinking, because literally before I was on YouTube, in my everyday life, I did this all the time. My friends will tell you, whether I'm sober, whether I'm drunk, I'd be giving out words to everybody. There were two people that I seen one day. I was leaving the club, and there was this lady that was sitting outside with her boyfriend. I was like, why are you outside? And she was like, my family doesn't like him. I said, let's have a conversation. I pulled her to the side. I said, why are you outside? She said, my family doesn't like him. I said, if your family feels like this, get your ass out of this.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody that love you gonna let you sit outside with no man.
Yeah.
They sure not.
Nobody.
They saw
nobody.
You didn't see.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. I never seen, and they sat outside for weeks. I never seen that lady get outside, but I saw that man out there.
But can I tell you something too? I came on my channel before. I am so shy and personable. Like when I went to my divorce, my job didn't even know. Nobody knew, because I know the family. We don't divorce. We taught you don't leave. You stay. You figure it out. You have pillow talk. It doesn't go behind your four walls. Your kids know we're going to this house. Stay in the house. So I went in a courtroom, and when you go in that room, it's like you're shaking. You just don't know, like, because that your life is in a judge's hands. And then we had a child, and I knew we had a conversation with my child, and I'm thinking what's best, because he's not a terrible dad, and I didn't want to be bitter. But then you got a choice you got to make, because it's like a business. You're not getting my child. I'm going with
right.
it. So I had to look at it like someone in the chat mentioned. It's like a business. So I got to bid for this contract. This is my child. I mean, I don't mean to say my child is a contract, but he vocalized where he wanted to be with primarily. So I had to fight for full custody. It took me 3 years in court, a lot of money in attorney fees, but it just was what it was. I didn't ask for the house or anything. He got up, went to work. I hired some movers. They came and packed up everything. By the time he got off from work, we were gone. My mind was made up, and I didn't tell my family until, well, actually, he started telling my family because he wanted me to come back. and I just wouldn't take their phone calls because I knew my mind was made up and I wasn't going to let anyone talk me into going back again.
I'm so glad to hear stories like this. And real quick, let me shout out Delcinia for the super chat. Thanks so very much for this. I've never been so proud of a stranger. Keep what God gives you and spread the love. Hugs. Thank you so much for that. I'm so glad to hear these type of stories. I'm so glad that this channel is full of women. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, because again, I just love supporting Black women. I think that y'all need to be protected. My entire life, my mom has 6 sisters, and I only have a sister. So my life has been surrounded by Black women. I've always wanted to make sure that my Black women are protected, and I love the fact that you guys are a part of this channel. It makes me a little emotional sometimes, because this is really what I love. It's like you guys, a lot of you guys are so supportive, and you guys go through so much stuff, and nobody has y'all's back like that, you know. And a lot of my friends, we try our hardest to be like, we ain't doing that today. We will bop you in the head before you do this to anybody that we know, you know. So I think that it's really dope to be able to have this type of conversation, and I love you guys' support on this channel.
But you know what? You got us. That's why we got you.
Yeah,
you got our back. While we hopped on here.
And can I say, I'm new to this.
You bringing
I'm new to YouTube. I'm new to YouTube. I just started watching like back in March, so like I'm really new. So I'm starting to come across more YouTubers, but. Like I love you. Like I so love you. Like you are so dope. Like you are dope. Like you really are. Like you are so cool. Like you so down to earth. Like
you're making me blush.
And thank you for having me on here, because like I am like really shy. Like I'm really shy. So like all this is new to me. Like being on the camera, and I know like so many people. Like I feel like everybody is like right here in my living room watching me. Like I'm so
you
shy,
got your light right. I'm standing.
But there's a lot of people watching you right now. I'm gonna tell you that there are a lot of people watching you right now.
That glow. But Debonair, back to you though, and your heart, because every time you're with someone else, I always see how you a boss, but you kind of sit back and let them guide. You know, you allow yourself to be guided as well.
Yeah.
But and you're not too proud to put yourself last sometimes.
Right.
To make sure everyone else is taken care of. And I admire that about you. That's honorable.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're so attached to you, and you draw things out of us that we didn't.
Genuine.
We didn't
like you have a genuine like soul. Like your soul is so genuine. Like when I watch you, I'll be like, oh, look at him. I'll be like, oh. Like,
and it's real. It's not fake. And you know, some people
like just, for real.
That means a lot. Y'all don't realize how long I have worked at this type of platform. I've all like my homegirls from home, like they know, because they will fight over me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We just met
And I'm like,
I'll fight over you too.
It was so dope. Like one of my homegirls from high school, we have been through everything together. And her mother, her husband, her kids, and they came to spend Easter with me. And it meant so much to me, because I'm like, they didn't have to do that, you know. I just love Black women, for real, seriously. And you guys are the backbone for us, you know. And I want more Black men to celebrate you guys, seriously.
Right.
But it's only the ones that resonate with us that will celebrate with us.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to resonate with our soul, and you got us. No,
you sure do.
Yeah, you can't just say everyone. Not every. Some people are gonna fall short. They're gonna miss the mark.
Yeah.
But the ones that are supposed to be in the room will be gathered.
Yeah.
And we'll have each other's back, because just like Black women need to be protected, so do Black men, because we were created to help your heart.
Very true.
To shield your heart. If without your heart being shielded, how can you lead anything?
Very true.
You have to be protected and uplifted. If we're not here to kind of add something of value to you, how can you be of value to us? We have to balance each other.
True. Very true.
That's to be about.
Let me read this super chat. Dr. y'all can see it because that's too much to read. I know it says funny girl at the end, but too many broken people find one another. Childhood trauma. I'm 100% for therapy before marriage or children. Absolutely. Thank you. And I thought you already
do the work after
Did
your marriage. Don't just do.
Did you change the?
I'm for therapy. Period. I'm for therapy. Period.
Wait, Dustin, did you change your membership or something? Because I thought you already had signed up. And then we got Portia Perspective. I have talked to Sodev for 6. Listen, me and Portia, we have conversations.
That's therapy
for 6 hours, and I got the same awesome person 6 hours straight. Let me tell you something, Portia. We had talked all night. When I talk all night, I mean like it was like 12 o'clock at night. We got the phone at 7 o'clock in the morning all night. So that's the kind of love I'd be trying to give out to people for real, because the stuff that we talk about, yeah, I think we were helping each other on different type of things. But I'm trying to tell you right now that I love her.
That was a therapy session. That was a therapy session for the both.
Yeah.
I remember that day you all did a live after you had been on the phone all day, and y'all both.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't even tired. Like, what's up? Hey, y'all! Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You still.
And then after I got the phone, she was like, "Now get some rest, girl. I could have slept a long time ago."
But that's just the.
But I appreciate her so much, though.
Other people's souls. You like, I still got a mission, and you know why you
upgraded. Okay, I was like, I know you just. I just read that you had subscribed, but you upgraded. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, her banner. And look, she changed from green. I noticed she was green at first. She went up to the other levels.
Okay.
Because you know, I went right on there last night, and I did my membership.
See, when y'all do it when I'm not on live, I don't get to see who does it. So
no, I didn't want you to. I just wanted to do it.
Oh. Well, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate it.
That's all. And I'm just.
It means a lot. It really means a lot.
I just didn't want. You were live on your other channel when I did it on this one.
Oh yeah, my podcast channel.
Yes.
Okay.
So watching you, and then I went over on and I did it that way.
See, y'all about to make me cry. I'm getting cash apps and stuff right now. Dion, thank you so much for the cash app. My phone's like buzzing. Like, why my phone keep going off? Yeah, thank you for the cash app. So while y'all up here, I want to do something. So you know, everybody has the name for their subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
People have the crews, the squads, they have all type of things, but I want to put this out here, and I want people in the chat to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I want this to be called the Debonair Tribe.
I like that.
You like that?
Community tab, because you had the SD at first, right?
Yeah. It was gonna be the SD crew, but I like the Debonair Tribe.
I like that.
I love that.
Right.
Say it again.
Tribe is another.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all a community, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's a community. Yeah, and that's why I love the word tribe. Mm-hmm. In the chat, if y'all give me thumbs up, thumbs down, what y'all think about the tribe? And I want to, because I waited to get my logo made and everything, because I want to get like t-shirts made and everything. Okay, I'm seeing hell yeah, okay. But I waited to get everything done because I feel like I like that word, because it's like we're a family, you know. Yeah. And family means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. So
that's my thing. I'm all about if you're not honest with me, I can't trust you, and I would delete and block your number so quick.
Right.
I'm quick with it.
Right.
Or you can even respond. Blocked. So far.
Yeah, you'll be texting me. You'll think it went through, but I blocked. And he'd be like, "Mom, how could you do that?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna give him a chance to do it again, and you better learn from this."
Okay.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Huh?
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah.
I want to keep my purse on the table and know you're not gonna take from my purse, because if you're hungry, I'm gonna feed you. Don't steal from me and don't lie to me, because if you do something, I got you back. But I have a
Jennifer loves USS. Soldiers, I don't like, because soldiers sound like men to me.
Yeah.
It sounds so masculine. I want tribe because it sounds like everybody.
Yeah.
And not that women aren't soldiers, but I want something that sounds neutral.
And it's powerful. Tribe, that's a power.
Tribe is powerful.
Yeah, it is.
So that block is quick. I better know it. I will block in a minute. I can't take negativity at all. So yeah.
And I'm not great with electronics, but I figured out how to work that block button real quick. And my sister said, "No, you can't block me because you're not gonna know how to unblock me. Please don't block."
Tyrone Thomas Wesley, thank you so much for the super chat. It says for shining bright, handsome. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just super chatting me. I mean, y'all cash after me like crazy right now. That part is, I love that.
Just gotta relax and receive that. So debonair.
Huh?
Seems like you have a hard time receiving. You like to give, but you don't like to have a hard.
I do. I really do. Like y'all have no idea how hard it is for me. I don't know where that comes from. I'm gonna have to talk to my counselor about that. I don't know where that comes from.
Fear of hearing no, so you don't ask anybody because you don't want them to tell you no. So you rather just do.
No, and that's probably what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Maybe.
Buy you a chance to mess your heart up because you know you would do it for them. So
yeah, maybe.
Tell you no, you just, like you shut
because I'm a pusher. Like if you tell me you want to like take over the world, I'm gonna try to find out how to help you do that. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I'm used to people helping me take over the world, you know. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then, I apologize. I keep cutting you off. I'm gonna let you talk because I
know you're fine.
I keep talking. I feel so grown.
You fine. You can go ahead.
I'm just enjoying, this evening. I've been all over the other podcast. I came here. I was like, wait, I'm in the wrong room. And I jumped up to this room. I'm like, well, I think I'll be okay in either room. But I just need you to make another playlist, Debonair.
Okay. See, I know you be watching my stuff. What kind of playlist do you want?
But you know how on Affairs of the Heart, you got just like 4 episodes and they're all just like 2 hours each.
Yeah.
So you don't have to maybe break it down per episode, so that way it can just keep playing back to back.
Oh, I didn't know that it does that. So I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah. So on Affairs of the Heart, there's like 4 episodes on there, and they're like I believe about 2 hours each, and I was loving to it, and I was cleaning up and everything, and I didn't have to keep going back to my device and changing to make sure it didn't come off of your channel.
I didn't know that they played back to back if it was a playlist. So now that I know that, I can definitely do that.
That'll get your watch hours up too.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, you probably got some hours on here, but I know that when I listen to those 4, I've already listened to a bunch of them on the Apple podcast. So
yeah, my Affairs to the Heart podcast channel, it doesn't get a lot. Mainly because this channel was built off of a whole totally different type of thing. Mm-hmm. That podcast channel was based off of just us. So yeah, I didn't know that it does that, but I will definitely do that when I get off tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you telling me that.
Okay. So much from you guys because it's still
yeah. So let me tell you this. So with that podcast, and I tell this to people all the time, especially women, I say, we go through a lot of the same things, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to create a bridge between Black women and Black gay men. That was the whole purpose of the podcast. And also to teach younger Black gay men to not make the mistakes that we made. But a lot of times it does feel like, we have an issue with the connection between Black women. And so we wanted to create that bridge. And so I guess with this channel, I'm able to do that. But I definitely would love if there's 101 people in here right now, if y'all can subscribe to my Affairs of Our podcast channel, I would love it. The title
when I get off of this.
It's okay. Really,
I'm subscribed when I get off of this.
I didn't know if I invited there because I'm like, this space. I'll just be in the bushes. Like, I'm just not gonna comment.
No, like they love it when y'all start commenting because say that again. I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
No, I said I was watching from the bushes. Y'all taught me what that word was when I went on Marcella's channel. So I was watching and then I saw some other women comment, and I was like, I think I can comment. I think I'm allowed here because I thought it was just you guys' space. I didn't want to invade your space, y'all space, because I thought it was a teachable moment for the younger guys coming up behind you all. And I'm like, I'm learning a whole bunch from this channel. I'm not clicking off.
No, like it's a space for everybody. It's just from our perspective of dating, sex, and relationships. So it's for everybody.
But to me, it's like life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like things that happen in life that women go through, men go through. Everyone can benefit from that channel.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I listened to the Apple one from the podcast, the seasons.
Yeah.
And then I watch the lives when I get home.
Yo, I'm about to come hug you wherever you at. You are following way too much. But so we started doing YouTube because of COVID.
Right.
We couldn't be in the same space, so we started doing YouTube. And I'm sure the people that were listening hate us right now because we stopped doing the audio one because we couldn't be in the same room. And when we do even when we record the YouTube, they give us the audio, but like, let's say like you guys call in, like there's certain stuff that this doesn't belong there. So it's hard to put.
Much there too, right?
Huh?
You couldn't monetize as much there too if you didn't do but you're doing it now.
You can, but we're on Anchor right now, and I learned that like Anchor kind of control, like they own your content once you put it on there. So that's another reason why we got off of there.
Okay.
But what we do is we record all of our podcasts so that when we find out how to make sure that our content is ours, we'll be able to release everything.
But so I like how you all kind of give a verbal breakdown of what happened from the podcast. Okay, this is free or whatever. This is what happened. Sometimes y'all don't topic, y'all veer off, but then
we started doing YouTube to do like a recap of the podcast, and then we started making the podcast actually YouTube. Right. So yeah, that's true.
But at first,
let me shout out Dana Kirk for the Cash App, y'all. Stop. Stop. Y'all are making me feel so crazy right now. Like I appreciate the love for real.
Embrace it. You deserve it.
I'm trying. It's so hard for me though. It really is.
It will get easier because we're gonna force ourselves on you. We're gonna be like, you answer the phone. Somebody go knock on the door. Right. Neighbor, where she at? Ask her. Did he give her the code?
Look, Portia will be like, I'm going. Portia will be the first person over here.
I know she will. Everybody be DMing Portia. Hey, Portia, Princess too. We be
Princess.
No. Hey,
we'll get together and take a road trip.
Princess got to fly though. Portia will be over here before she gets it. But Princess, that's my girl. Her and Marcella.
Yeah, everybody will be.
Those are my girls for real.
They will figure it out, and then everybody will be flying out. Like, what's up? What we gotta do?
Dana Kirk, I'm like a little bit. I thank you so much for that. Essence 818, she said this was a great conversation. I'm going to jump off now. So Deb, stay your path. Catch you on the next one. Good night, everyone. All right, good night. Thank you so much for joining too. You gave a lot of insight too. You was kind of helping me. This was so great tonight, and I was like trying to figure out what I want to talk about today. And because I tried to I was doing the morning things, but I'm not a morning person at all. So it was like, I can't keep up with this. But I was like, I need to go live and do something, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then this guy sent me a list of things to talk about for my podcast. And I was like, well, this would be good for both channels. So I'm gonna just go live on both channels today. There's actually 2 other questions he asked. So I'll probably do some lives next week as well. On both channels, but I was so appreciative of that. And if anybody in the comment section, or if y'all have any questions or anything to submit, please do, because it does help with the content for the channels.
I have a question. Do you feel like with all the questions that we asked, we kind of took over what you were trying to do? Because I apologize if we did.
Not at all.
Okay.
I actually loved it.
Okay, because I realized you were like reading more questions than like really speaking. So I just wanted to apologize because I know I put a lot of questions.
Yeah, I don't even think I got to answer the question that was actually posed for the whole thing, but I think that this was more beneficial, and I'll probably do like a pre-recorded one to answer that question. But I think that what you guys were saying in the comment section was important. So I wanted to touch on those things because they were important to me.
Okay. I just want to make sure we gave you your space to do what you wanted to do.
No, y'all did good. I would have stopped reading the comments if it wasn't.
Okay, because I was going like, wow, I had to put a lot of comments in that channel.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think a lot. I think a lot of people was going to even tune into this today. So, I didn't think a lot of people was going to tune in today because it's Friday. So
it's crazy where I live. So I'm like, I don't really go out as much. And,
it was a good context subject.
Yes, it was. I had my reminder set. I got my alert. I had my reminder set for 9 o'clock. I was a little late showing up because I was trying to rinse the conditioner out of my hair. But I was like, let me put these like 2 little braids or something in there. Then I can come back and redo it. But I made it today.
Hold on, because Portia. Okay, I pinned it, Portia. I know I'm freezing, y'all. Something's going on with the weather here, so I know it's going in and out. But I thank you guys for sticking around for this almost 2-hour live.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. I so appreciate you guys for even coming up here and having this conversation with me. You guys are both dope to me, and whenever I go live,
thank you.
Do not be afraid to log on.
But you know what to do when you come down here next week. You got to come down here with Dwayne.
Wait, where are you at?
I'm in.
Are you in DC?
Yes.
I'm from DC.
We're gonna talk.
I'm born and raised in DC, but I live in Indiana now, though. But I'm like born and raised in DC.
Right now, come on over.
Wait, you really be watching this stuff?
Yes. Y'all get me through a lot of stuff, okay?
Okay. We're talking about you on Thursday next week.
Hey.
We are talking about you on Thursday next week.
Hey. You can't talk about nothing I didn't give you, right?
Huh?
I said you can't talk about nothing I didn't give you, so.
That's very true. That is very true. That is very true.
Yeah. We're all each other's vessels. We're the tribe. So it is what it
is. You made me feel very special today. I'm gonna tell you that because you ain't just following my page. You follow my podcast page. That means that podcast page means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm. So 3, the one in the car, Apple. Mm-hmm. The one on YouTube, Affairs.
Yep.
Art,
yep.
This one.
Yep. All 3. All 3. All 3.
All 3.
You see how I'll smell it, right?
I do.
That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
That means so much to me, yo. That means a lot.
I appreciate you. I appreciate because everything is thought based and the panel move. I mean, just when things settle well with you, that's where you stop and where you land because you can gain something from everyone on YouTube.
Yeah.
So as you're scrolling through, like my spirit would just say stop.
Yeah.
And like something maybe in the title will reach out to me, and I'll click on it, and if it holds me, I'm going to listen. Mm-hmm. And you all helped me, so I tuned in, and I was let me here. They have a podcast. Are we going to ride to work with this in the morning? We're going to ride home in the evening with this.
And if y'all want to hear some crazy stuff, listen to that podcast because I have meltdowns on that podcast. Through my dating experiences, I take people through a lot of emotions on that because I have had the worst dating experiences. And that podcast, I mean, I have meltdowns on that podcast. So that's why I'm laughing because you read it.
But no, that's just a product of trying to find yourself because we do make mistakes after divorce. Because I don't know what it's like. I was with my husband since I was in high school. Mm-hmm. So to not be in a relationship, it was new to me. If our refrigerator went out, I was just like, the refrigerator's broke. Things I just wouldn't worry about. Now I would have to figure those things out. But I was grateful I had a father and a grandfather that taught me how to survive. My grandfather would pull over and be like, get out the car and change the tire. Mm-hmm. Showed me how to change the oil. They showed me how to do things because they said you never know when your husband's going to be down and you have to lift him up.
That's true. That's true.
So that's why they taught me how to do all of these different things. But now I was forced to do it. I'm like, I don't know how to change no light. I usually be like, babe, the light bulb out or whatever. Or but now I got to get up, get on the ladder, or tell my son to do it. And you just figure life out and keep rocking and rolling with it.
Are you on Instagram?
I don't have a profile picture. I'm not really active, but I'm learning. I'm figuring out how to do it.
You have to inbox me on this. Inbox me.
I will. Now I'm gonna tell you. I was gonna look. What did my son say? It looks like a creep page. What is that? A stalker page? A ghost page?
Yeah.
profile picture.
What's your name on Instagram?
But I realized I had to have one to keep up with the lingo because what the kids are doing. It's nothing for me to kids in this house on the weekend. And now the lingo they use, I needed to learn it because I'm like, they can be plotting something in here. And I'm just thinking they talking that little talk. So my older nephew said, you need to make an Instagram and just learn the lingo and then watch.
Well, just inbox me your name on this so I know who you are then. So I know.
You on this? Now hell.
No, on Instagram when you inbox me.
Okay.
I don't think you can inbox me on.
That's why I was like, okay, now I'm really have to. But you know one thing about me, I will research it like it's nobody's tomorrow, and I will figure it out. I don't have no problem going into research mode. Because again, I don't like to ask people to tell me nothing. I've been waiting for my niece about 2 days now for Instagram. I'm not asking her no more. I'm gonna figure it out. But she taught me how to send one DM, so I think I can do it again. I know I can do it again. I know what I can do, and I can do whatever I put my mind to.
Sending these cash apps. New Year's Day, thank you for the cash app. Yo, this was amazing. This was amazing.
It was. And I had fun.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed this stuff. And I always ask, like, if y'all have anything again that y'all want me to talk about, please let me know because I want to have real conversations with people that I don't know. Because sometimes, just like this was just something that someone asked me, you know, and I came on, and literally I wasn't expecting this many people to be here. But not only did I give good stuff, but I mean the comment section was booming tonight.
It was natural.
You guys had a lot of different experiences. It was really dope.
It just flowed smoothly, no bull mess.
Yeah.
It was natural and honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because everybody goes through stuff, you know, like we're human. Everybody have a story. Everybody have a story.
If somebody could have come in and be like ill or just trying to downplay people's emotions. We didn't. No, everybody was respectful. Even if they hadn't been through it, they would say, well, I've never been through it. But, you know, they were respectful with their responses and replies.
And that's the kind of space that I want to create for my channel is like, you know, even if you haven't been through it or maybe you feel a certain type of way, just be respectful, you know, because just because you had a different type of experience doesn't mean you have to disrespect someone else because your experience wasn't like that. Just give us your experience. And my moms know if it's disrespectful, you will be blocked.
And you never know when it could be. You should just sit back and listen. And I think a lot of people in your chat know that. So they were like, I'm not saying nothing wrong because one day it could be me. So let me just hold and keep quiet.
And I mean, if I get on somebody's thing, block me too, because I don't disrespect. We already get disrespect in the world already as Black people. We should not come somewhere we like something and be disrespected or be disrespectful. You know, if you like it, be respectful. Say in a respectable way, I don't like something or I do like something. My email is fine to email me. You don't have to write in the chat your disrespect. Email me if you feel a certain type of way about something. I answer everything.
Because it's an appropriate time and place for everything. Not public opinion. We were just speaking about things private in the bedroom. Why would you put it in the chat? I agree. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been almost 2.
You go back
go ahead.
To all your comments too. You are dedicated to you. When do you sleep? I just
Who, me? Me? What is sleep? Well, who does that?
Oh gosh, did you go to Howard too?
I'm from small Columbus, Ohio. Listen, we didn't sleep there.
Because when Essence 818 said that, I'm like, wow, that is exactly what Howard teaches. Business. Everything's a business.
Yeah.
But if you look at life like that, I think we'll get a lot more further.
Savvy Mama, definitely go back and do the replay. This was an awesome live. Like, even though my internet is messing up or whatever's going on, this was awesome. I enjoyed this entire thing.
I enjoyed it too. And this is my first time going on live on anybody's channel.
We both
Thank you.
It's a first for everything. I feel I would think I would be shy and stuttering. I'm just up here in the kitchen.
Well, see, now y'all can do it again the next time. So.
Yeah,
I'm not as shy. I mean, I'm not as scared as I thought I was gonna be. And the more we talk, the more I started getting relaxed and like, but I'm still a little kind of like
Can't nobody see
like
but us. You ain't talking
believe
to nobody but me and me. You ain't talking to the two other people.
Yeah, but
everybody else is in the chat, so you good.
If I don't share my, I can help somebody else through.
You breaking up? We know what you said.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to. You're gonna have to be there for someone, and you have to treat people how you want to be treated, because you never know the day. We may have to call someone.
Can we just take a break for all the melanin up here? Like, it just looks so good.
Yes, we can.
It looks so great.
I don't know how to do all the.
It looks amazing.
But I can. I was so tempted to go out last night. I was like,
all right, y'all. So it's been 2 hours. I got to get off of here. I so appreciate you guys for coming up here. Y'all's words of wisdom really spoke well to me. It's going to make me go even harder, and I appreciate this. If you guys y'all have anything else to say, y'all want to say?
No, we love you.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
You can't say you love me though like this. Like,
we can, because guess what? Love comes in many forms and facts.
Very true. Very true.
So
I do want to say something.
Yeah.
I'm a new YouTuber. I just started. I only have one video, so
Oh, you have a channel?
I'm gonna post something else. I'm still learning how to edit and all this other stuff. Like, because my first video was just like plain and basic, and I don't want to post nothing else like that again because it looks so generic. And so I'm kind of like.
But you have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm gonna go subscribe to it when I get off of here. And if you're on Instagram, inbox me. I'll help you. Whatever you need help with, I'll help you.
And just keep
posting. Thank you. Thank you.
Posting, you'll get better as you go, right? Isn't that what you all telling?
Yep, that's all. You just keep posting stuff. Eventually, somebody will see something that you like. Matter of fact, just inbox me. We'll have a conversation. I'll help you.
Got a mentor.
All right, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you.
So y'all have a wonderful night, okay? Let me
you too.
All right, nice to meet you, Keisha.
Okay, nice to meet you. Y'all take care, okay?
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Bye.
All right, y'all. So I'm getting out of here again. So I'm gonna do my new thing. If y'all want to join my tribe, stand by my side. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Make sure you like the video. Turn on notifications on all. Don't just hit notification. Turn on all so you get all my notifications when I post new videos. Comment below if you're tuning in late. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys so much, and I so appreciate today. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.